Hi guys, good evening. Am I audible? I think we are live right now. Hello guys, good evening. Please let me know if we are live. Am I audible guys? Okay, okay, yeah. Hi Keshav. Hi Siddharth. A very good evening to everyone. Hope you are doing great. Yes, we are live. So guys, quickly drop a yes if I'm clearly audible and my screen is visible. Drop a yes. Yes, I could see a lot of yeses there. Yes, yes, yes. Cool, cool, cool. Good evening, guys. Yeah, thank you, Siddharth. I'm audible. Yes, I got it. Yes, we are live right now. So, if anyone of your friends didn't join yet, just drop them a message and we'll get started soon. Good evening, Bharat. How are you? Great, guys. Great. Yes, I'm audible. So, before starting, like, if you have any doubts from the previous session, that is day one, you could ask it here. Or if you are new to the session, if this is the first session, you could check out the first day link, or else it's on our channel itself, so you could check it out. And if you have any kind of doubts, just you could ask them. Hi Prathamesh. Hi Dilip. Hi Pranay. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Nice to meet you. So we'll wait for 5 more minutes, let the people join. Yes. Hi Balaji. Good evening. Yeah, good evening Abhishek. So I think there are no doubts. Is that true? Or do you have doubts and you are not asking? So why there is a stream delay? Yes, Prathamesh, there will be at least 10 to 15 seconds of delay. Like what I speak, it will be audible to you after 10 to 15 seconds, right? So there's a delay that's from YouTube side. That is nothing we can do. Okay, we have the first doubt, Drano. So can we use online compiler instead of installing Python itself? My PC is low and config. I will install. Okay, Rhino or Rhino, anything. Yeah, you could go with the online compilers itself. That's what I suggest because I know like most of them have less setup PCs, so it's absolutely fine. You could go with online GDB compiler, or else you could go with Google Colab as well. So no issues. You could go with anything. It's not necessary to install Python in your computer. No doubts. Great. So guys, let me quick. Okay, replit का link there pin. Okay, yeah, we could also use Replit, but what I feel is like I feel comfortable with Google Colab, so we'll go with Google Colab only. Is there any difference between inbuilt PC soft and online compiler? Right now, there is no difference actually. Like both are like Python compilers only, right? So no issues. You could use any one. If you download it, then it will be on your system. But if you use some online and create an account, then it is a cloud platform. So no issues. So meanwhile, I wanted to know like how many of you want the PPTs? Like what am I teaching? Like we have a set of PPTs. Like every day we create PPTs, right? So how many of you want it? Just drop PPT, not yes or something. Drop PPT. If you really want PPT, then drop the PPT. Drop the word called PPT. Let's see how many want it. What are we studying today? So even we today we'll be covering the Python itself, like 3 to 3 days. So we'll be covering Python itself because that is the basic to get into machine learning. Okay, okay. I think everyone wants PPTs. Sure, guys. I see a lot of guys asking PPTs. Mm-hmm. Sure, I'll send the PPT link right now. But actually, it's paid, guys. You need to pay 1,000 rupees to get the PPTs. Okay, so if anyone is interested to pay, you could just click on this link and pay for the PPTs. So the link is in the chat. You can get it from here. So people are thinking right now, sir is taking 1,000 rupees for PPTs. And I was just kidding, guys. Like we offer everything for free. So the PPTs are absolutely free. Just click on the drive link. You will be getting the access to all the PPTs that we are explaining. So we have uploaded the day 1 PPT over here, right? And also we have the day 2 PPT. So it's absolutely free. Don't worry. Don't think that how could I pay 1,000 rupees, right? So I'll even pin it. Yes, it's free. Don't worry. Yeah, I pinned the message. So we'll start soon. Yeah, Anmol, you could also take screenshot or we already dropped the link, right? So also we'll be sharing it in the WhatsApp. Don't worry. Anyhow, you'll get it. I know people get afraid when we say that 1,000 rupees for PPTs. No issues. So shall we start today's session or do you have any doubts? If there are no doubts, we'll get started, or if you have any doubts, we will clear them and get started. But before that, consider a like and a subscribe to the channel because that helps us in making many free bootcamps and it also boosts us, right? So just drop a like and please consider doing a subscribe as well. I see 22 likes, that's it, but there are at least 100 plus students watching. So everyone please hit on the like button so that we can reach at least 50 to 60 likes at this moment. Sure, we'll start, guys. Chalo then, we'll start today's session. So yeah, I think there are already people who are viewing the PPT already. No worries. So yeah, can anyone remind me where I left yesterday? What was the last topic that we were covering yesterday? Does anyone remember or you just left it? Because I don't remember. That's why we had a new fresh PPT from here. It's showing list. But do you remember what we covered yesterday? Can anyone remind me? So we'll be getting any internship. Mahek, yes, you can get internships after learning this, but you need to work hard even after the boot camp. It's not that you just learn the 7 day boot camp and you'll be getting an internship or job. It's not the case. Operators, yes, I remember exactly operators. So you all even remember. Cool, great. So after operators, like we were in between of the data types. Do you remember data types? So in that data types, I'll show you the yesterday's PPT once. It was day 1. So in the data types, we left some of the topics, right? That was like we want to cover it today. So we'll be covering all those left data types today. So we have strings, list, tuple, set, boolean, dictionary, everything we'll be covering in the day 2. Cool guys, so we'll start with the day 2. So welcome everyone to the day 2 session of Python and Machine Learning Bootcamp by Edsprit. So today's first data type that we are going to cover is list. So what is list? So basically it's an English word, right? Whenever you heard list, you will just think that list is something that has a lot of objects or different words. So in the same way, even in Python, list is used to store multiple items in a single variable, right? Simple thing like everyone knows we write list for like getting groceries from the shop or getting if we want to buy anything, we'll write a list, right? We'll give a set of items in it. and we'll get it from the grocery store. So in the same way, list is something which is used to store multiple items in a single variable, right? So for example, we'll directly jump into examples, because without examples you won't understand anything. So the simple example for, the simple explanation for list is used to store multiple items. That's it. Just remember one thing. So now I'll give you an example. I'll create L is a variable actually. Now I'll store some items, right? So what I'll store it? First I'll store apple, and then banana. So these are some groceries. Some fruits I'm writing in it. Then mango. So now this is a list. That's it. It is super simple. So lists are created by using square brackets. So you all know what are square brackets, right? So these are called as square brackets. So something you write between them is called as a list. That's it. So now we have given a list. I want to print it. So print L. So what I want to print L. So because these are all the items that I'm storing in a variable, in a container. Yesterday I explained you, right? It's a glass. So I am storing all this into L. So now all these are present in L. So I want to print L itself. So once we print, we'll get all the list items: apple, banana, mango. So this is list. But what is unique about list? List is ordered, changeable, and also it allows duplicate values. Okay, also see, when you print apple, banana, mango, you're getting in the same order. It's not that it's not jumbling. It's not that mango is first and then banana and then apple. No, it's in the same order, right? Also, it is changeable. Like if you want to change, you could change it. I'll explain you meanwhile in the next topic as well. But it's changeable. Just remember that list is ordered, changeable, and also it allows duplicates, right? So now list items are also indexed. So I'll write it over here. List items are indexed. So I'll comment it out. I hope you remember what is a comment, because we explained it in a clear way yesterday. So list items are indexed. What is index? Like everyone might remember, like when you open a book, in the first page you'll have index of the book, right? So what is index? Like you'll have the topics and you'll have the page numbers. For example, we take a Python book, and in the first page we'll have an index of the book saying that operators is on first page, hello world is on second page. In the same way, even in list we have indexes. For example, this is a string, right? So but this is an index actually, like this is placed in an index. So this is the first one, right? So most of the people get confused over here. What they think is apple is in the first. So they think, okay, so apple is 1, banana is 2, and mango is 3. But that's not the case. In programming, indexes start from 0. Apple is 0, banana is 1, and mango is 2. So this is how indexing is happening in programming. So not only this, like many programming languages follow the same. The first index is always 0. Remember this. I'll even write it over here. The first index is always a 0. Right? So don't confuse it like apple is 1, banana is 2. Remember that the first thing is always a 0. Right? So this is what we call it as indexing. So now if you want to check the length of the list, right now we have only 3 items because we could easily see it and we could easily guess it. But what if there are 96 elements? We couldn't count every element, right? So then we now, for example, there are 96 elements in the list, 96. Now we need to count all the items that are present. So now we have something called as length. We have something called as length of a list. So we could directly get a length of a list using a function called len of L. So now I want the length of list L, right? Because we have defined the list as L. In the same way, I could get the length by using a function called len. So this is the short form. Length of a list is defined as len. Now if I print it, I'll get it as 3. The output is 3 because we have only 3 elements, right? So this is how we could get the length of it. And also now if I want to get the index, now I'll explain you what is indexing. So from L is the list, so I'll give it a meaningful name, or else fruits, then it would be easy for you. Fruits, right? So now I have given a list called fruits, But now from fruits, I want to print banana. How could I print it? Can anyone guess? I'm watching the comments. Can anyone guess how could I print banana? My output should be banana. So what should I give between the square brackets? Could anyone guess it? Beneath, okay, you're asking is it like an array? Yeah, it's pretty simple like array. It's not exactly array, but it's a list actually. Also, we'll be covering arrays in the classes itself, then you'll be having a clear understanding. So guys, please guess it. So how could we print banana? Index number 1. Okay, people are telling 1. Exactly guys. So I already explained the concept of indexing, right? This index is 0. This is 1. This is 2. Don't get confused that apple is in the first position, so it's 1 and banana is 2. Yes, everyone who is guessing 1 is exactly correct. We'll just give the number 1 and print it. Now we'll get the output as banana. Simple, super cool. Already answer if they are copying. Yeah, that's fine. Creator, like even if they copy, that's completely fine. The only intention is everyone should learn. Even if you're copying, you need to understand the concept behind it. Even if you copy an exam, that's fine, but understand the concept. That is the important thing. So this is how the list works. Is it clear, guys? Technical Patil, you are telling that it's 2, right? No, because if you give the index as 2, we'll get mango because indexing starts from 0, 0, 1, 2. So if you give 2, then obviously it is a mango. That's it. So is everyone clear with lists? Also, we have some examples over here. You could check them out. This is just for your purpose. Yeah, Tharun, I printed print fruits of 2 also. So we got mango. That's clear. So we'll move on to the next data type, that is tuple. People call it as tuple, tuple, anything is fine. So tuple is also a data type. So now what is the difference between list and tuple? Sir, like there are so many data types, like how can we remember? Don't worry, like you don't need to remember all the data types because everything is available on the internet, everything you can Google it. Don't need to remember it, just have the concept idea. Okay, so tuple or list or set, these are data types, that's completely fine. So in that way you just remember the concept, not the syntax or everything. Don't remember this complete sentence because even I don't know like what this sentence means, but I know what is tuple. So in the same way I'll explain you what I know. That's it. You could read it to get a brief understanding. So I'll even explain in a simple way. Let me clear this. So now we have tuples, right? I'll give you a small definition. So in the same way, tuples, or else wait, even tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. I think you have heard the same definition with a different word, right? You heard like list. Sir, you also said that lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Again, you are telling that even tuples are the same. Then what's the difference? Like why there are two different data types? Right, like you will be having this doubt because even eventually I explained list. So even tuple is something that is the same, but tuple is ordered ordered and it's unchangeable. You cannot change a tuple. Once a tuple is defined, that's it, that is the end, you cannot change it. So I'll give you a quick example, then you could understand. I'll give my tuple, my tup, or my t, then I'll give a tuple. Also there's also one more difference is tuple is denoted by round brackets, not square brackets. In list we were using the square brackets, right? See, you also have here we use square brackets, but in tuples we use parentheses, also called as parentheses. We use this for defining a tuple. So I'll have this, then I'll define some strings over here. Hi, hello, and then apple. So now a tuple is also defined again, so I'll just simply print it out. So now we have defined a tuple. The only change in tuple is it's also ordered, like even we are storing a lot of elements into a single variable, but it has round brackets or parentheses, and this is not unchangeable. So I'll run it. So see, we got the same output, hi, hello, apple, in the same order as well, right? So in the same way, again, I want to count the number of words that are in the tuple. For example, if there are 105 words, I cannot count each and word. It takes me a lot of time. In the same way as the list, we have again a length option, len. So again, if we run it, we get the same output, that's tree, because there are 3 words. If I add others, like you see, there's also one more important point. We could also add different variables. Like for example, I want to add 2. This is an integer. I could add it. 2.5. This is a float. I could add it. So we got 5 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in tuples, not only strings, you could also store integers, floats, and all the different characters. Like as you see here, we have strings over here, integers, and float. Also, when I count the length, I get it as 5 because I have 5 different types, right? So this is what tuple means. So did you understand, guys, or do you have any doubt in tuple? I'll wait for 1 minute. If you have any doubts, you could just ask it, or else we'll go with the example. I'll explain you like what is this unchangeable also, because you might have a doubt then what is the difference between list and tuple. In list it's changeable, but in tuple it's not changeable, also called as immutable. So please use magnifier. Dilip, I didn't get you, like the screen is not visible. It's actually, I zoomed a lot. Guys, is it visible? My screen is clear. Or is this not visible for the mobile viewers? Because I know it in laptop it's clear, but for the mobile users I think there's a small screen, right? Is it clear? Yes, Aniket, you are exactly right. Tuple is an immutable data type. It's visible, right, right, right. Clear, Kushi. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. So yes, now I'll explain you what is this unchangeable. So what is the advantage of tuple? So see, even the same way, like as we, it's a different type of data type. In the same way as we have list, we have tuple. Because when we want to store a lot of data into a single variable, we use these kinds of data types. So now, if we want to change the data, then go with list. If you wanted to change the data in between, go with list. But if you don't want to change the data, let it be the same. Then go with tuple. Cool. So now we will get into this and check what is this unchangeable. Okay, some are asking how is it not changeable. Yeah, I'll explain it. And also one guy asked like, can we repeat the items? See, I gave two, like wait, I'll give apple again. Now if I run it, you will get the output and then you will understand. Is it repeating? Yes, because we have apple 2 times, right? So also it's repeatable, right? So also I gave the option repeatable. I missed it. So Manpreet, I guess you got the answer. We could repeat it. So now I'll explain you what is unchangeable means, because again we'll go with the indexing, because if you want to change it, don't change directly over here. I'll explain you what is unchangeable meaning. So like again I'll give a array. For example, if I print the index 1, then I'll get the output as hello, right? Because this is the index 0. So now what we will do is, this is fine, leave it. I'll print myd of 1 like we already did it. So even without writing the print option, we could print it. I got hello. It's completely fine. Now what I am doing is myd of 1 equals to, see, previously we got the output as hello, right? Now I want to change it as apple, because I'm giving the same index value, that is 1. So instead of hello, I'm assigning it as apple. So now let's see, will we get the output as apple, or let's print just myd. So now let's see, will we get hi apple 2 2.5 or will we get the same? Let's run and check it. See, we got an error. As soon as I clicked it, we got an error telling that type error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. So that is what unchangeable means. It says that it doesn't support item assignment. You cannot assign. Already there's a value, right? You cannot assign a new value to it because it's already fixed. In the same way, it's unchangeable. But whereas in list, you could change it. That's the difference between list and tuple. I guess all are clear with this point. Or if you want me to explain again, I'll explain again. I'm just waiting for the chat for next 1 minute because I know there's a small delay, 10 to 15 seconds. So guys, is it clear what does unchangeable means? Why is it false? Clear, so can't add any value. Yes, won't dull. That's correct. But list is always better than tuple. So why do we? Yeah. See, in some cases we use tuple. Whenever we don't want to change the data, we use tuple. For example, I'll give you a simple example. Let's take the scenario of Amazon. Everyone knows Amazon, I guess, right? There's a guy who asked Saumalya Das. He asked that list is better than tuple, sir. Then why are we using tuples, right? So I'll give you a simple example. Everyone knows Amazon. It's a shopping website, right? So for example, in a tuple, I stored as just give a random example. So if I stored the price of iPhone as 15,000 and Samsung as 20,000. So now if a user like us, like we are the users, then if it is a list, then we could directly change it, right? It's changeable. But if it's a tuple, then we cannot change it, right? Even if we change it, there will be an error saying that you cannot change it. So that is the reason people sometimes use tuples as well, because the data should be unchangeable by the users. So then they go to tuples. Like Amazon doesn't use this exactly, but I just gave you example. If someone don't want their data to be changed, then they will go with tuples. That's the real world use case. Is that clear? Yes. Clear, sir. It means not like a glass in water. Yeah, Pratmesh, you cannot change it. Exactly. Cool. So I guess you're clear with tuple. So there are some more examples over here. So there are some errors like see t of 0. Like I want to change the 0th index, then we get a error because tuples are immutable. You cannot change them. Cool. So guys, if you are enjoying, oh, I see 190 viewers, but there are only 79 likes. What is this, guys? This is completely unfair. Just hit the like button and the subscribe button because it's a sincere request because we are doing a lot of boot camps for your purpose, right? So I feel that like there should be a win-win situation for both of us. So if you could help us by just liking the video and subscribing to the channel for many more free boot camps, it would be really helpful. I see 200 people live viewers. I hope at least we will reach 150 likes because everyone, if you just click on the like button, it's easy, just within 5 to 6 seconds. Cool. So if you're clear with this, then let's move to sets. So even set is a other type of data type, right? Even it's a different data type. So now you'll be having a doubt, what is this set again? Like how many data types do we have? So even set are used to store multiple items in a single variable. The same thing again. So all the data types are mainly used to store. That's it. That's the simple point. All the data types are used only for storing values. So everything has the same definition. So now what is the difference between set? Because we have already saw, we looked into tuple, we looked also into list. So now what is set? Where is it? No, what is set? So I'll explain you even again with an example. I'll clear this. So now but I'll tell you a difference. Set is a collection. Okay, set is a collection that is actually unordered. So now you find that a different word unordered means that is not in an ordered position. It's also unchangeable. Okay guys, so also it's not unchangeable and unindexed as well. So this is a set. This is called a set. Now we'll go with the example as well. So also I have a, okay, I'll write it out. So we have my set, it's a variable. So now I'll give it set spread is awesome, right? So now sets are defined. Sets are defined using curly braces. So we have three different types. One is the square brackets, next one was the parenthesis, and this was a curly brackets. So set is used by defining with the curly brackets. So in this way we use sets, okay? So now let's print it out, my set. And when we print it, we get the same output, that is but see, spread is awesome. This was the thing I gave. But as I said, collection is unordered. Can you see? It's a different order. Awesome at is spread. Like there is no meaning in the sentence. So that is how you like the set is unordered. Also, it's unchangeable. Again, the same case. If I want to change the index one, like here the index one is spread, right? Or else wait, I'll go with the index two, that is. And if I give it as them, for example, I give the index from them. Let's see what will be printed. So set object does not support item assignment. The same error that we got for tuples, right? So in the same way, we cannot change. So that is how it's also called unchangeable, and it's unindexed. It's of course unindexed because we don't know what is the order that we are getting every time. So like it changes every time. So in the same way, we don't know what which has the index. Like to be defining, like we could tell it as this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, but every time you get a different order, right? So that's the reason it's unindexed as well. So this is what the set looks like. So also even set cannot have two same values. I'll give the same value again. So we have at in the starting, again at and the ending, right? So if I run it, we'll get an see what we got only at one time, because also there was it was at the end, but it recognized that it's already present in the starting. Then why to print it again? So that's why it doesn't print two or like multiple times, it prints only single time. So this is the thing about set, guys. So everything we have in the PPT, sets are used to store multiple items in a single variable, and they cannot have two items with the same value. I think you're clear with it. Are you clear, or do you have any doubts? Set unordered collection of data. Yeah, Keshav, you're correct. Like set has no order. Exactly, Arya, you're correct. Like it's unordered, unchangeable, and indexed. Any doubts, guys, or give me a thumbs up, a quick thumbs up, so that we will move on to the next topic. So I'm waiting for your quick thumbs up so that we could move on to the next question. Can list have same values? Yeah, Vanta, actually we discussed it. Yes, they have it. So I'm waiting for your thumbs up, guys. No doubt. Cool. So if you are clear, we'll move on to the next data type. Unindexed mean. Okay, Aniket, unindexed means like we don't have any specific indexes to this, because whenever I want to print any index, like we don't have a proper index because it's unordered, right? There is no certain order. So that is the reason like it is called unordered data type. Does Python have array? Yes, Saurabh, Python also has array. We'll cover it as well. May you explain one more time? Yeah, Aniket, sure, definitely. I'll explain quickly. So set is also called a collection of data, because every data type is a collection of data which is stored in a variable. In the same way, we have set, where is it unordered, unchangeable, and unindexed, right? So sets are defined using these brackets. It's called as curly brackets. So whenever you define some strings or some any kind of, like for example, uh, integer and floating values as well. All this is called as a set. So now whenever you assign some values inside a set and you print it out, you get a set with a different order. See here, what I wrote is at spread is awesome, but here what we got the output is awesome at is spread, like there is no meaning in it. So that's why it's called as unordered. The first point is verified, okay. And if I want to change it, for example, I'll go with the index 2 again. This is index 0, index 1, index 2, right? So my set 2 equals to them. If I want to print it out, then it should be at spread them awesome, but no, we got the error that object does not support item assignment. That means you cannot again define something which is already defined. So that is the reason it's unchangeable, and of course it's unindexed, because when I print it, like see, I got in a different index, right? So it's not in 0, 1, 2, 3 order. It is in 3, 0, 2 and 1. So that's why it's unindexed. So that is it, Aniket. I guess yes, your doubt is clarified. Cool. Cool guys, then we'll move on to the next data type, that is dictionary. I know you are fed up with data types. How many will you explain? But we need to cover it because you need to have an understanding on all the data types, because these are the basics. So now what is a dictionary? Everyone knows like what means a dictionary is, like you'll get meanings in it. You'll have a word and meanings in it. So in the same way, even in Python we have dictionary. For example, if you want to know meaning of Python in a dictionary, like when you will search Python, right, like it's a book. So beside Python it will be, there will be a definition. For example, you'll have two definitions. One is Python is a snake, right, it's a snake. And the other definition you'll get is like Python is a programming language as well. So this is what a dictionary looks like, right? When you search for a word, if you want that meaning, this is how it looks. So in the same way, like the word that you are searching is called the key. So I'll even explain you the syntax of dictionary. Key, value. This is what a dictionary syntax is. So basically dictionary is a key value pairs. You have key and then value. So here we have the Python as key and this is the value, right? So that's how we get key value pairs. So this is called dictionary. So now let's quickly look into an example. The same example I'll explain you. So now how can we define it? Again, it's defined with the same curly brackets, these brackets only, but we have key value pairs. I'll explain you. First, let's take D and then I'll give the key. For example, this is the roll number of Jimmy. So it's 1. Jimmy's roll number is 1, and after that we'll have a comma. And now we have the second roll number, so Alex, okay. Then we have the third roll number of John. These are just examples, comma. And the fourth for Mike. So but for Mike we won't give a comma because we don't have any other roll number. It's the, like this is the end, so we don't give any comma after Mike. So if I want to print the dictionary, just print D, because all these key value items are stored in D. So I'll print them out. So we'll get a dictionary, right? So see, like roll number 1 is Jimmy, roll number 2 is Alex, roll number 3 is John, roll number 4 is Mike. So this is how a dictionary looks like, a set of key value pairs. Why is it called a set of key value pairs? Why is it called set of key value pairs? Because we have key and value, we have key, value. Now we have different sets, right? Like this is one set, this is one set, this is one set, this is one set. So that's the reason like all these are combined in a flower bracket. So that's why it's called as a dictionary, set of key value pairs. So now let's even look at the index. For example, if you want to print Jimmy's, like if you want to print who's at the rule number 1, so I'll just go with D1 because I cannot remember all the names, but I can remember numbers. That's super easy. So let's see who was the rule number 1 guy. So the output would be Jimmy because he was at the first. Here indexing doesn't matter because you have the keys, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 are the keys. By the help of keys you could get the values. So I want 4. So who is D4? D4 is Mike. So the same way, if I go to D6, do we have anyone? No. So that's the reason we got error, because no one is in the key, no one is in the 6. So that is how you could define, right? So that's how you could get it. Also, if you want to print only keys, for example, these are the keys, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 are the keys. If you want to print all the roll numbers, we have an option called keys, keys. This is a function which is inbuilt. If you want to print all the keys, just give the dictionary name and dot keys method, then just run it. Now see, like we got the dictionary keys 1, 2, 3, 4. In the same way, if you want to get the values, d dot values, run. That's it. We got all the values. So that's how a dictionary works, guys. So now let's go to the next data type, Boolean. This is super simple. I'll go quickly. Boolean, it's just true or false. Like most of you have heard about the Boolean data type. It's just true or false. So now we'll even check how this works. I'll give some examples. Print 10 is greater than 9. Like you could guess it. Even you could guess it. 10 equals to 9. And also I have print 10 is less than 9. So we all know by just looking at them, 10 is greater than 9. Yes, it's true. So the output would be true. Is 10 equals to 9? No, that's false. So that's why we put it as F. And 10 is less than 9. Is 10 is less than 9? No, it's false. So we get the output as true, false, false. Right? So the same way, this is super simple. That's called Boolean. We get only two values, that is true or false. So that is Boolean, guys. So now I think you are clear with the data types. Like we also have one more data type, string. I'll explain it. But before that, do you have any doubts or everything is clear? So one question, certificate bhi milega. Yes, Kushi, you will get certificate after the 7-day bootcamp. So all you need to do is just attend the session regularly and fill the attendance form that we put at the end of the session. Yes, this is absolutely a certificate course, but mainly focus on the skill. Like if you are only coming for the certificate, then it won't be worth for you, because even learn the skill that we are explaining. Certificate is just for the encouragement of you. After this, can you explain classes? Yeah, sure. We'll actually cover those as well. Please explain Boolean syntax. Okay, there's nothing actually called as Boolean syntax, but we have something. I'll explain it. For example, we gave x a value called hello. Okay, so this is a string called hello. So now, if I run it, we get nothing, right? We got nothing. It's just executed, but we didn't get the output. So now, if I want to print Boolean, so I'll just give print bool of x. So in this, so now if we run it, then we'll get it as true. I'll explain you why. Because it's a string. And in the same way, if you go with y equals to 0, then if you print bool of y, like bool is a function, is a short form of boolean. So if I give bool of y, we'll get it as false. Because if the input is 0, then it's definitely false. But if it's greater than 0, or like it's greater than 0, then it's true. So for example, we'll give z equals to 10 and print boolean of z. So absolutely we'll be getting it as true. Okay, that this one should be commented out. We'll get it as true because 10 is greater than 0, right? So that's the reason we got true. So this is how boolean works. The certification validation, yes, the certificate is valid. Like you'll be having a QR on it, so you cannot just randomly edit it. We'll have a QR on it, so you could scan it as well. Feedback link, attendance link. Yeah, Abhishek, it will be sent at the end of the session. It's just 7:44. Where will you go? We have the session till 8, 8:10, 8:15. Yeah, Dilip, you could involve the certificate, no issues. Cool, guys. We'll go with the next data type, that is string. So this is important data type. So this is the last data type and most important data type in any of the programming language, that is string. So what is string? I'll write it out. What is string? So any guesses from the audience, any guesses from the students? What is string? I'll wait for 5 to 10. Oh, no, sorry. I'll wait just for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so his Manpreet is asking dictionary is homogeneous or heterogeneous. Manpreet, actually it's a heterogeneous data actually, right? So you're asking for dictionary, right? Yeah, it's a heterogeneous data itself. And also you asked that. Okay, wait. Okay, dictionary is mutable or immutable? Yeah, dictionary is mutable. Like it, you could change it. I guess your doubts are cleared. Okay, people are telling set of characters. Any alphanumeric value symbol is string. Set of characters. So I'll tell you a thing. String is also a string. Are you valid with my sentence? String is also a string. How many agree with it? Just drop yes or no. String is also a string. Yeah, set of characters, that is correct. But string is also a string. Like, do you agree with the statement or yes or no? Just a thumb, yes or no. That's it. True, so true. Okay. Set of characters is called string. Sequence of characters. Yes, guys. So like, string is also a string. Yes or no. String is a character array. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. But I got to know. Okay, cool. So everyone has the idea. String is also a string because even like I wrote the spelling wrong. Like even string is a set of characters, right? So what is a character actually? S is a character, T is a character, R is a character, I, N, G. Like all these are different characters, right? So when we combine all these characters, S, T, R, I, N, G, it's called as a string. The same way A, P, P, L, E. So these are different characters. A single letter is called a character. So when you combine all these character without any spaces, it's called string. That is a simple definition. I don't want you to remember hard definitions. So simple thing, string is a set of characters. Like here we wrote it as like string is a sequence of Unicode characters. That's exactly true. So also in Python, we can use single, double or triple quotes for defining a string. Is that true? Let's try. I'll just give s equals to. First, I'll go with the single quotes. Let's print the same. Let's see. Okay, so with single quotes it's working. Let's see with the double quotes. Okay, let's run it. Oh, cool. Again, it's running. There's no error. Now let's go with the triple quotes. Can anyone know? Okay, like I think you already know. Let's go with the triple quotes. Let's run it. Okay, so again we got the output. So see, in Python, we can use single, double, or triple quotes to define a string. That is true. Already we demonstrated it, so it's a correct statement. And then strings are immutable in Python. Like we have a lot of discussion on mutable, immutable, what are all this stuff. Mutable is something that could be changed, that could be replaced. But immutable is that cannot be changed. In the same way, string is immutable. You cannot change the data once it is defined. Right. So now let's go into a quick example. Also, yes, I'll go with the normal convention, that is the double quotes. Run it. Guys, if you have any doubts when I'm explaining, if you ask I couldn't reply to it, then again when I come on to the doubts, you could ask it again. But don't feel like sir is not like answering my doubts. I'll answer for sure. Like even at the end of the session, we'll have some time. You could ask again, but don't feel disheartened that I'm not replying because I cannot see the screen, right? I'm explaining over here. So don't worry. So yes, so how is it immutable? So in the same way, we already discussed about something important called as indexing. I hope you all remember it. So indexing is something which starts with 0 and it goes on. So here E is 0, D is 1 and also the space is counted. Even the space has its index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the same way the index starts. So let's print index 1, that is E is 0, D is 1. So of course the answer would be D. Let's try it out. So now we got the output as D, right? So in the same way, even as I said, space also has its own index. The index number over here is 0 is E, 1 is D, so 2 would be obviously a space. So let's test it out. How would it print? So see, there is nothing printed, just we got a single quote, but between that there is nothing. So this is what defines a space. So that's how we have it. So now what is immutable thing? Again the same S of, I'll go with S of 4. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to change the P. Like if I want to change the P to Z, let's try. We got an error. Does not support item assignment. The same error we saw 3 to 4 times. Right, so we cannot change, so that's the reason it's immutable. So now again we'll go with some convention, like if you want to check the length of the string, same command we have, len, length of s. This is the string s, right, like variable s. So just run it, we'll get the total number of letters. So there are total 9 letters. You could also count it, even count the space. So there are total 9 letters in it. So that is how we could check the length of the string. Also I have one more important, like it was like a different thing. I'll give an example. I am learning Python with Headstart. Okay, so this is a string, like it's a set, like there are so many characters and words, right? So this is a string. So now I want to check whether a word is present in a string or not. I'll give you an example, then you will understand. So if I want to check Python in text, so this is called checking a word in string. So I gave the word, what is it, Python. So is Python present in this txt? Can I get answer from the students? Is this present? Guys, I'm waiting for it. Is it present? I'll wait for 1 minute. Yeah, no worries guys. Even if you join today, that's absolutely fine. You could, like, all the videos are available on YouTube. You could just go there and check it out. Okay, so people are telling yes, yes, yes. Python is in text. Okay, cool. So everyone got to know Python is present in text. This is basic sense. Let's run it. It's true because Python is present in text, right? So that is how you could check whether a word is present or not. So now we'll go with the other important concept in strings, that is slicing. I know you have heard the term slicing. It's not slicing a fruit, apple or something, right? So we'll go with slicing. So what is slicing? Like, it's simple, like the same way wherever, if you want different slices of a fruit, apple, so you cut it down, right? So in the same way, even in the string, if you want different words, set of characters, you slice them off. So the syntax is simple. Like first you need to give the starting index. I think right now you are familiar with the index part, what are indexing, and remember index starts with 0. I'm repeating again because you need to fix it in your brain that index starts from 0, not from 1. Then starting index, and you have a colon in between, and then you will give the end index. So between this you will get the output. So this is the syntax, right? So now let's quickly look into example. I'll take s equals to, for example, I'll go with edge spread. Now if I want to slice, how can I do it? Print s. So let's go with the syntax. We have a square brackets. Okay, that's done. So starting index, so where should I want it from? I want it from 1, index 1. Okay, I'll give index 1 till where, I'll go with index 5. So now index 1 is what over here? 0, e is 0, 1 is d, 2 is space, 3 is s, 4 is p, r is 5. So most of the people will think that even we get the output r, like r will be also printed. Let's see, but the output will be only s and p. Like also we have d space sp. So this is the output. But why 5, like why r is not printed? Everyone will have the doubt, right? So every time when you give the end index, automatically what Python does is it does end index minus 1. So here you gave 5, right? So it will do 5 minus 1, that's 4. So it will print only till 4th index. So that's the reason we got, this is the 3rd index, 4th index, right? So you gave 5th index, so it will print only till 4th index. That's the reason we got only till P. That's why this is printed. Is it clear for everyone? Did you guys get slicing? Okay, why these guys are spamming, I don't know. Guys, don't spam because like other people gets disturbed. Leave them off. Yeah. Okay, so are you clear with this slicing part, guys? Clear, clear, cool. So that is how slicing works. So now if you want to print from starting until the ending, just don't give anything. Just type the semicolon directly and enter. Run it. You will get it from the zero index 0. Wait, let me merge this so it will be easy. So it will be printed from the starting. EDSPR, right? So we won't get the index 5 because it's 5 minus 1, 4. So only we'll get it till 4. That's the reason 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? So this is how you could print it from the starting till wherever you want. In the same way we have, if you want to print it from the starting until the end. For example, I want to print it from the index 2 until the end. Like I want it till over here, till D. Then just give the start index and leave the end index. Run it. We'll get it from 2, 0, 1, 2. So we'll get it from S to D. So we got the word spread. So this is how you could also use indexing. Like if you want to start from the absolute different index and end it completely. I think you are clear with this. If yes, please drop a thumbs up in the chat. If not, start index by default, index is 0. Exactly, Prabhat. The index, it's 0. Or else you cannot even give the index, right? But starting index is important. Yeah, attendance, I know, guys, it's 8. I'll give it in the next 5 minutes. So if you're clear with the indexing, are there any doubts? Guys, it's still 161 likes. We have 231 people watching. Let's hit it at least 200 likes. Also do consider subscribing the channel because we bring a lot of different content on bootcamps, so that if if you subscribe it, like you will be getting notifications so that you could learn all the stuff that we are teaching for free. Please do consider a like and subscribe, guys. Also, yeah, also I wanted to tell you that we are also on available on LinkedIn. Like if you want to check out our page, I'll drop it in the chat. I'll show you. Actually on LinkedIn we post different stuff because we give you different PDFs or any, like, see, there is some roadmap where how could you learn DSA in 100 days, or we also give some company preparation tips, how to crack Google, and you have a different questions over here. Some are from lead code. In this way we post a lot of content on our LinkedIn channel as well, so do check it out. I gave you the link. I'll also pin it. You could just go and follow our page so that you could get all the content that we post on LinkedIn each and every day. Please suggest way to learn DSA from. Sahil, like you have different channels or different mediums to learn DSA. There's like nothing such I could suggest because you could go to internet and search all over everywhere, like wherever you want you could learn. But only thing that once you start it, just don't leave it. Like most of the people will leave in the middle, like they feel that it's hard and all, but don't leave in the middle. Power BI SQL kind of bootcamp. Sure, Tarun, we will definitely do it. Already SQL is covered on our channel. DBMS is covered using SQL. You could check it. How to retrieve an attribute from set. Sheila, you could retrieve it using indexing. As we have discussed, you could just give the set. value and using indexing. For example, the set name is L, so give L and then just give the index value. Yeah, Nikita, actually all the certificates will be sent to your registered email IDs only, so whatever you give, we'll be getting that. So these sessions is better for competitive coding. Yeah, and also after learning this, you could get into competitive coding, but directly don't jump into it. First, learn the complete Python, then solve some basic stuff questions. Then you could go with the competitive coding and understand the questions. Yeah, Kushi, you could take any course. There is not a specific thing that you need to take this or that. Anything could be done. That is completely fine. So I think, are you clear with this, guys? Also, we have a lot of methods for string, as you see here. String dot lower, string dot upper, and also let's check some of the examples, not everything. So for example, I'll give all the letters capital, hello world, right? So we have a function called str.upper, str.lower. So what this does is converts all uppercase letters into lowercase. So now I gave all uppercase letters, all are capital. So how could I make it to small? Str. So str is the function that we already have, and in strc, these are all the methods that we have. Str is a module, actually string is a module in which we have all these functions. So in this we have is lower, is lower. So just click on it, and then you need to enter the brackets. And now which string you want to make as small letters. So this is the string I want to make it as small. Just type yes and then run it. So now see, we got false. Why? Because it's just telling that is it lower or not. Got it? Got my point? As you see here, we have two different options. This is lower and this is lower. It's telling that is s lower? No, because it's completely uppercase. In the same way, if I give is upper, will get true because this is all are caps. But in the same way, if I make some words small, now let's see what will be the output. It's false because not every word is a capital one. So now I gave all the words as capital. Now let's see the conversion. I'll remove is. Now I'll give here as lower because I want to convert this string into a lower letter. Right, so now see, we covered everything into a lowercase. So in the same way, if I want to make a lowercase into uppercase, I could use the same. I'll copy it, paste it over here, and I'll make it to upper. Just type upper and enter. Right, so in the same way, like hello world, we got all the letters into caps. In the same way, we have different methods over here, and all the descriptions are mentioned. You could just look into that. And yeah, I know like we have missed control statements. We'll cover it in tomorrow's session for sure. Like till now, are you clear with it? Yeah, I know attendance link, guys. I'll share it within 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, let's once we hit 200 likes, I'll share the attendance link. Is that fine? Because we have 241 people watching. Even if there are not 200 likes, it won't be good. As soon as we reach 200 likes, I'll share it. I'm ready with the link. If you guys hit it, I'll share it. Already pasted it. I should send it. That's it. So let's hit 200 likes. Also, we are so close to 11k subscribers. Like we are just 100 subscribers away. So even if you reach us 11k, it would be great. We are just 100 subscribers away of 11,000 subscribers. Let's see if we could reach it. As soon as we reach, we'll do it. Also, I have this. See, we are 10,909 subscribers. Just 100 subscribers away, guys. Already there are 250 people watching. So if you can subscribe, it would be great, really great. It's a live one. So meanwhile, I'll take some doubts. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, I'll send you the attendance link as well. So certificate का कोई value है. See, Palak, there is no thing that like is there any value or not. Definitely there will be a value of any certificate you add because people will think that okay, this guy has done the certification. But that is not only the thing they will look. people will also look at your skills rather than certificates, because now every course you do you will get a certificate, but if you have real skills then people want you. So mostly what I feel is skills are greater than certificate. So will we have a project? Yes, we have the project as well. Yeah, thanks a lot guys who are liked and subscribed. Yeah, so we reached 200 likes, so I'll share it because I said as soon as we hit 200. But what I feel is, like, if you could consider subscribing the channel and make it 11K, it would be great. Also guys, this attendance link will be posted in the description as well, like till tomorrow's session it will be on, so whenever you miss the session you could fill it out, no issues with that. So if you have any doubts, I'm here for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm waiting for 11K subscribers. I'm new here. Is there any issue to understand? No issues, Roy, because this is a beginner friendly course, and also if you had missed our sessions, it will be on YouTube itself. You could just watch them out on YouTube and continue it from tomorrow's session. So we'll be able to cover project in 7 days. Yes, we can cover the project in 7 days. Like on the seventh day, we'll be doing a small project. See, this is not something a big project you will be doing. The concept that we are learning will be used in the project making. So it would be super simple and easy. Any more doubts, guys? Okay, someone asked, kindly explain Unicode and ASCII values. Okay, so actually Unicode actually it's a universal character basically, but ASCII is, it has values for different alphabets. So I'll actually, there's a chart, ASCII values. We go with the images or anything. Yeah, actually see, you could get the, which one is the best? I think this is, like, you could get all the images. HTML ASCII reference. Yeah, this is the W3 Schools is the best website. So see, in the same way we have ASCII values for each and everything, because every sign contains a number, because we cannot remember all these, right? So in the same way for everything we have a ASCII value. Also for alphabet, see, the capital letter A is 65. The ASCII value of it is 65. For like small letter A, we'll be having it at 97. This is what ASCII code is. So there are different ASCII codes for each and every value. Like we have total this many. So you could refer the chart, but no need of remembering it. No one will ask you actually. What kind of attendance? I didn't get it. It's the first time you, okay, our channel got suggested. Okay, Anchal. Actually, we do 7-day boot camps for on different emerging technologies in software side. So if you are interested, do check out our channel. And like, why is this attendance form sent? Because every day after you attend the sessions for 7 days, we will verify your attendance and a certificate will be sent to your mail ID if you have registered. So that's the reason we are sending the attendance links. So guys, we are just uh, I guess 60 subscribers away to get 11K subscribers. Hope you will hit it. So kindly give the idea about the project. So we'll be basically building a prediction model using ML algorithms. So it will be easy project itself. Don't feel that we'll be making some kind of big project and it will be super hard. Simple one. Yeah, attendance link is already sent. If you want me to send it again, I'll send it. I'll send it 3 times so that it stays there. So any more doubt guys, or shall we end the session? So what kind of project we need to check out for data analyst or business analyst? Arun, you could just Google out whatever projects you want to make in this particular domain, so that you will get all the different projects. So you could implement it on your own, because I might tell you only 1 or 2 projects, but when you explore it on yourself and you do self learning, you get a lot of projects. There are a lot of projects on the internet. So will there be any bootcamp for C language? Yeah, Mahek, already we covered C language on our channel. So if anyone is new to Edspread, like we do different kinds of boot camps, so just type Edspread on the YouTube, you will get it on the top, and you could just go to the playlist section where we have so many playlists. So we have a C programming bootcamp that was already done. You could refer that. So it's a 7-day bootcamp where we have covered C programming. So when you start quizzes, when do you want the quizzes to be started? Because in quizzes it would be a super interactive sessions. Also, the top winner will be receiving goodies from Expert actually. So we have already did it in the last previous bootcamp, and also we are planning it in this bootcamp. But we might do it from the day 3 or day 4. That is tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Don't miss out the quizzes, guys, because we have amazing goodies out for you. Any particular website to make projects? Just see anything you want rather than me. You could go to Google Python projects. You'll get n number of projects, right? Because I might tell 10 or at least 15, but Google can help you with, see, there are so many projects. You go, if you are a beginner, just search it Python projects for beginners. Simple. You'll get a lot of projects. If there are top 10 projects, in the same way, go and search for different projects on YouTube or anywhere, you'll get it. Yeah, Pratham, like we want to start quiz from day 3 or day 4. It's not confirmed yet, but we will inform you on the WhatsApp whenever we started. Please suggest framework used for domain Android. Okay, you want to go with the Android development. So if you want to go with Android development, the framework that is used is actually Kotlin for Android. Or else if you want a cross-platform, then you could go with Flutter. So according to JEE, I didn't get CSE. Still, I'm learning. See, these languages are not only for CSC or IT people. Anyone from a non-tech background can also learn it, because anyone could learn it. All you need to have is interest and time for spending for it, and then you could learn it. But don't feel that if I'm not a CSC or IT student, or neither I do have a technical background, no issues. Anyone could learn it. I hope all your doubts are cleared. I'll be here for next 5 minutes because I want to spend time, like I want to clear your doubts. If you don't have any doubts, then you could leave, guys. Anyhow, I'll end the stream at 8:15 or 8:17. But meanwhile, I'll leave the session. I hope we'll hit 11K subscribers, because we are just 30 more subscribers away. Just 3030. I hope you hit it, because we are 124 people over here. So register. Okay, you want to register for the bootcamp, but right now the link we cannot send it because the bootcamp is started, right? So you could just join the WhatsApp groups. Anyhow, from the next bootcamp you could register. But I'll share you the WhatsApp link so that you will get all our updates. Right? I'll share you the WhatsApp link within. Yes, I got it. This is the WhatsApp link, guys. So anyone, if you are not in any of the our community, just join this group so that whenever we launch a new bootcamp, you will get to know. I'm waiting for 11K, 11K subscribers, but I think uh, it might happen or not. Let's see. I'll wait for next 2 to 3 minutes. Is it good to start DSA in Python? Yes, you could do DSA in any language, but starting in Python also you could do. But mostly companies prefer Java or C++. Also nowadays they are preferring Python. Yes, you could do it with Python as well, but Java and C++ have a little bit more weightage compared to Python. That's it. Yeah, trigger FF. Actually, I sent you the WhatsApp link, right? So you could join there. That's it. Because from the next bootcamp, you will get it. Also, every day you could come to our channel and you could watch all our live sessions every day. We do it for 7 days. So this is day 2. We have 5 more days left. Guys, soon hit the subscribe button. We'll just party. It's 11K. We have 120 people with us. Okay, so I guess there are no more doubts. Are there any doubts, guys? Or can we leave? I'm just waiting for your confirmation. Also, this PPT link is sent, right? So in this we have day one and day two. Yeah, I know like some of the topics are not covered in day two, like conditional statements and all other things. We'll do it tomorrow, no worries. And also tomorrow we'll cover some other topics and go in depth of Python. Cool, I think there are no more doubts. How many subs left? There, just let me check it. Okay, still we are away of 26 people. We need 26 people to hit 11k. See, we are 100 students actually over here. If like some of them hit subscribe at once, then we'll hit 11k and we'll close the meet. Anyhow, even if we don't hit, we'll anyhow end the stream. Don't worry. So can you do coding classes also? Not actually, these are also coding classes itself, but we are explaining you a different programming language. So coding means like exploring different programming languages. That's what coding means. But if you're talking about competitive coding, sure, we'll also get a bootcamp on that. Can you discuss these topics? Yeah, surely I'll discuss all the topics that are left tomorrow. So at 8:20 I'll end the stream because 4 more minutes. So those who have missed the stream, how can they watch? You could just go on our YouTube channel. See yesterday's thing. If you are missed it, just go click Ed spread. Go to the channel. We have uploaded day one. So as you see here, Python and machine learning day one. Just click on it. That's it. So you'll get the stream of yesterday's session, and then you could watch it. So in the same way for today's session also we'll be uploading in the YouTube itself. So can you share the PPT link again? Sure, I'll share it again. Give me a moment. So here's the PPT link, guys. If anyone missed it, you could get it. So 3 more minutes. I'll be leaving off. Print attendance link. Already the attendance link is sent. So just scroll above the chat. Also, it will be uploaded in the description after the session. So if you have missed it, just click on the video and then you will get the attendance link in the description. Yes, Anton, actually I shared the drive link over here. You could just click it, then you'll get the day one and day two. Don't worry. So when we get PPT, I shared the PPT link Kushi over here. You could get it. Other 2 minutes, guys. Two more minutes, guys. PPT link is shared. Yes. Okay, guys. Chalo. Now I think it's time to leave. I hope all your doubts are cleared and you enjoyed the session. Thanks a lot for being patient enough to wait till the end. Chalo, we'll meet tomorrow again. Tomorrow it's the day 3, and I hope everyone will be attending tomorrow's bootcamp session as well. Thanks a lot. Good night. Bye bye.